We talk about anxiety like it's some mental glitch, as if it comes from nowhere. But the truth, a lot of anxiety is unprocessed desire. And I'm not talking about lust. I am talking about that quiet, aching, burning energy inside you that wanted to express something and wasn't allowed to. Let me explain it like this. Have you ever been in a conversation where you wanted to say something real, but you kept quiet to keep the peace, and later you felt heavy in your chest, maybe even a little shaky? You call it social anxiety or overthinking, but that was you carrying the weight of the words you swallowed. Or maybe you have been in a relationship where you constantly gave love but never asked for what you needed. Because deep down you thought your needs were too much. So you kept shrinking, pleasing, smiling, and slowly this quiet anxiety started building. You couldn't sleep. You couldn't rest. You didn't feel safe even with someone you loved. Okay, think about this. You ever have a creative idea? A dance, a painting, a story, or just a wild dream? And you told yourself, no one will understand, better not try. So you buried it. And then a week later, you are sitting there feeling anxious and frustrated and don't even know why. That's what I mean when I say anxiety isn't always fear of the future. Sometimes it's the grief of an unlived life. You keep suppressing what's natural to you, your expression, your anger, your longing, your creativity, and then one day you wonder, why do I feel like I'm suffocating in my own skin? Because you are. You are not broken. You are just full of everything you have never been allowed to feel. And you know what's crazy? We think suppressing desire will make us calm. But it doesn't. It makes us anxious. Because energy doesn't disappear. What it does, it just changes form. Desire that's not felt becomes restlessness. Words not spoken become pressure in the chest. Tears not cried become tension in the throat. Passion not expressed becomes frustration in the body. And slowly that becomes your new normal. Tight jaw, racing mind, constant fatigue, and you start thinking, maybe something's wrong with me. But no, you were just never taught how to sit with what's real inside you. And this is where Tantra comes in. And no, not the sexualized version. I'm talking about real Tantra, the ancient path that says your energy is sacred, your desire is sacred. Don't suppress it, don't run from it, learn to rise with it. Tantra doesn't shame desire, it says, this fire in you, it's not a problem, it's your power. But if you don't know how to hold it, it will burn you. It will come out as anxiety, addiction, or emotional chaos. But if you do know how to hold it with breath, with presence, with awareness, then that same energy becomes healing. You ever seen a musician get lost in their music? Or a dancer who is crying while they move? That's not performance. That's liberation. That's sexual energy being transformed into something divine. And that's Tantra in real life. And you don't need a temple to do this. Your body is the temple, and your desire is not dirty, it is sacred, but only when it is held, not hidden. So how do we start healing? Not by fixing anything, not by escaping, but by feeling safely, slowly, without judgment. The next time you feel that wave of anxiety, don't immediately distract yourself. Don't scroll it away. Sit for a second. Ask yourself, what am I not letting myself feel right now? And you might be surprised. Sometimes it's something simple, like I miss being touched. I want to cry, but I don't know how. Or I just want someone to say I'm allowed to what I want. And the moment you honor that truth, even just silently, your body starts to relax. Because now it's no longer holding everything alone. And slowly, the anxiety melts. Not because you forced it away, but because you finally listened. And I promise you, when you start doing that again and again, you won't just feel relief. You will feel alive. Because finally, you are not shrinking. You are not hiding. You are not editing yourself to be acceptable. You are just being you. And that's what healing really looks like.